Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back here with another video. This time I'm going to be talking about a movie that I just actually got not too long ago. I would say like maybe a couple of days ago when the mailman came to my door and left me a nice little Vinegar Syndrome package that I did order a couple of months ago. It feels like a couple of months ago. It's been a while. Anyways, I'm here to be talking about. I'm gonna talk about a movie called Night Screams. Obviously it's a slasher movie from 1987. So yet they find a different way to pick up another title that I've never even heard of. Night Screams. It was one of those movies that was totally an obscure in the vault somewhere. I don't know where in Hollywood, or maybe not Hollywood, but somewhere in someone's basement or studio. But yeah, we're gonna talk about Night Screams, and I just gotta tell you a lot of stuff about this movie. So just look at this cover. This cover is badass. It has an amazing artwork. I don't know who draws these Blu-rays and DVDs and all that stuff for Vinegar Syndrome, but they do a fantastic cover. This is the back part of it, very very nice. And then the spine. I'm not sure if people like to see spines or not. And then the inside. This is a 3-disc set. Now, I don't know why in the world Vinegar Syndrome decided to put this on 4K. It really doesn't need a 4K, but it is cool that they actually included the 80-minute version of the film. Part of the reason why this movie never really came out the year it was supposed to come out at was because the studio, the distributors, they wanted to make this a 90-minute movie, and they couldn't. There was no way in hell that they were gonna make a 90-minute movie with this dialogue and this script and all the stuff that's going around in this movie. Anyways, so they milked it. They totally milked it. They put a bunch of scenes from Graduation Day, which had actually confused the shit out of me in the beginning because I don't know what the hell was I watching. Was it real? Was it not real? Was it a dream? Were they watching a movie? What's going on? So the beginning threw me off completely, but it got fixed up later on throughout the film. So yeah, there's a lot of scenes from Graduation Day. And then there's a lot of like things that were really necessary. People just random conversations and just weird stuff happening all throughout the movie that didn't really make much sense. But it was just fillers just to push the movie into that 90-minute period that they needed to make. So okay, so this is Night Scream, and it was released September 1st, 1987. It runs at 1 hour and 28 minutes. So it's basically about this football player that all the girls want him, and he has a scholarship, and he obviously is doing all of this because of his dad and his parents. They really want to push him to become a football player, and he really doesn't want to. Now there's a bunch of different turn of events in the movie that lead you to believe that he's the killer, or this guy's the killer, or someone else is the killer. Well, nobody knows who the killer is until the very end of the movie. I am not here to tell you who the killer is. I'm not going to spoil it for you if you've never seen it. I'm just going to tell you it has a pretty good twist at the end. It tricked me. It came out of left field. Does it make sense? No, it doesn't really make much sense. But anyways, it had a pretty good twist that totally threw me off. I had no idea who the killer was. But anyways, they had that going for it. So he's a football player. He has a bunch of friends. They throw a party, and then in the party, that's where the killings start happening. It's your typical 80s slasher. 1987. We're hitting like the prime time of slashers is already done. but they're still making them. They're still producing them. So it's one of those that got lost in obscurity, and obviously it wasn't really popular or famous. I never saw it in my video store when I was growing up, so I had nothing. I have no nostalgia for it at all. But thank you, Vinegar Syndrome, for putting it out. I don't think it was that bad. A lot of people hated it. I thought it was okay. It wasn't that bad. This is directed by Alan Plone, which he also did Phantom of the Ritz in 1988, and he also did an action movie called Sweet Justice in 1991. This was filmed in Wichita, Kansas, and I'm not really familiar with nobody in the cast except for this guy right here. I don't know if you see him right there. I forgot. I think his real name is Rob Thomas or something. And he's actually in the only place where I know him from is from the Karate Kid. And he's also done a couple of Cobra Kai episodes for Netflix. Anyways, so it's distributed by a company called Overseas Film Group. Never heard of those guys. IMDb has it at a 4.2 out of 10. You got Rotten Tomatoes at a 7%, extremely low, and then Letterboxd has it at 2.6 out of 5. Okay, like I said, it does contain many scenes from Graduation Day. I'm not saying that half of the movie is being shown, but there's at least a big chunk of it. In 1987, it was released by a great company, a great video cassette company called Prism. Prism Videos released it back in the day. So I used to love that video cassette distributor. It has a high body count, very high body count. It has a total of 21 deaths, 21 body counts, 8 females and 13 males. I counted them with my own fingers. I wrote them down. 13 males and 8 females. Total of 21 body counts in this crazy slasher. What do I think about it? Well, the football player, he does a good job. The acting is okay. There's not an okay. It's either you're a pretty good actor or you suck. There was no in between in this movie. So but most of them were pretty good actors, and that's what I liked about it. There was a scene in the nightclub that had a band playing Chill Out. Great song. I wish they would have played the whole song because it was a very, very good song. And that scene was pretty good. Not to mention, this movie probably has the very worst dancers of all time. These actors cannot dance for even if their life depended on it. The worst dancing in history in any film, you're gonna find it here on Night Screams. 21 dead people, 21 kills, and they were pretty well spread out. It did not bore. Right from the start, we had a lot of kills, and it was very well spread out. It didn't bore. It didn't drag. I liked it. It really had me very entertained. So great for that. Some of the kills were off-screen kills, piss me off. I don't like off-screen kills. But most of them were seen. However, the majority of them sucked. They were very, very lame kills. Very, very boring. Very, the gore wasn't there. Or, I don't know. I just, the gore wasn't all that great. But there was this one kill, and the grill kill was amazing. That was a really, really good kill. I don't think they had the budget to make amazing kills, but I wish all the kills were as good as the one from the grill kill. That was really good. The worst kill by far was a girl that got choked in the basement. That was just cheesy and nothing to it. I mean, they had another another side story, if you will, about a couple of crazy loonies that escaped an asylum, escaped a prison or an asylum, and they were on the wild. They were going all over the place, and they actually were at the party, hiding in the basement while the party was going on. So that leads you to believe that, hey, they might be the killers, This guy, the football player, could be the killer too because he also has an anger management that he actually takes pills for. So it's a mess. They throw you a lot of clues on who the killer could be, but I'm not gonna tell you who the killer is because I'm not gonna mess it. If you haven't seen this movie, I'm not gonna mess it for you. But other than that, there's a lot of sex references, a lot of boobs. They do show a lot of boobs. When you go to IMDb, it says nudity moderate. It says there's nothing going on. Don't believe them. It's a lie. There is a lot of nudity. You see a lot of tits. You see a lot of boobs in this movie. So don't believe IMDb when it comes like that. Totally 80s vibe. Everybody plays the part of the 80s. The music, the soundtrack is very 80-ish. So I like that about it. What else can I say? You know, some of the kills were, most of them are lame. But anyways, this is a great addition, for the Vinegar Syndrome collection. I really enjoyed it. I'm not gonna say it's the best. I'm not say it's great. It's not a great movie by any means, but it's not the worst either. It kept me entertained, and it also, I really liked the characters. The characters were really good in it, and I really cared for it. It's loaded with tons of special features, including blood, blood and chopsticks, echoes of the night scream, 80 minutes, a brand new documentary, 80 minutes of the making of this film, which I saw some parts of it. I didn't see the whole thing, but it tells you how the company, the production company, they wanted 90 minutes and they couldn't get 90 minutes, and it was sitting there for a very long time before it got released. So it came out in 87, but I think it finished filming like in 85 or 84. I'm not sure. But yeah, there's a shitload of special features. I'm getting that really close to the camera. Hopefully you guys get to see all the special features. I'm not gonna read all those special features. I'll be reading till tomorrow if I read all these special features. But yeah, that documentary is the highlight of all these special features. Uh, I thought it was pretty decent. My personal rating for this movie is going to be a 6.5 out of 10, which is above average, but not quite a 7. It doesn't hit the 7 mark. It does have a reversible artwork. Let me show you guys. There you go. So that I'm assuming that's the original artwork, but I don't like it at all. The girl with the bag, there's one of them that dies with suffocated with a plastic bag on her head. So yeah, 4K. Did we need it in 4K? Absolutely not. I'm against it. I don't think it should have been in 4K. I think it would have been fine. It would have been okay with a regular Blu-ray, but I'm not gonna complain. It looks phenomenal. It looks like it just came out like this year, and it had funny parts. It had not that it meant to be funny. Some parts were very serious, but it was so bad that it was really really funny. Like in the beginning, the guy cooking the burger. The grill wasn't even on. It wasn't even turned on. I mean, there's a lot of parts out there that were funny and goofy, and it made me laugh. So I had a little bit of everything. It was so bad, it's good. It's not at that level of a Hall of Fame of it's so bad that it's good, but it had its moments where it was so bad that it was pretty good. Anyways. So 6.5 out of 10. This is my final rating for this movie. I hope you guys enjoyed this movie review. This is Night Scream from 1987. Vinegar Syndrome. I love you guys. You guys are coming up with amazing stuff. And even though it's not the greatest, you can't. I mean, they're digging this shit out of nowhere. And it's amazing that we have this kind of treatment for this kind of movie. I'm up for it. keep on releasing this. You guys are going to keep on getting my money. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, I got to go to sleep because I got to work tomorrow, and it's getting kind of late already. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.